Former NFL center Mike Webster died in 2002 at the age of 50 from a heart attack. His later years after the strenuous and belligerent decade of football took a very huge toll on him. He started to lose a tremendous amount of money from buying drugs and alcohol, which eventually led to divorce papers, sleeping in his car, and his life becoming too erratic and out of control. But the real question is, how could this happen to a man to seem to have it all? Neuropathologist Bennett Amalu studied and examined Webster's body and brain after it appeared at the Ligonier coroner's office for autopsy. Soon enough, he discovered red and brown splotches on the top of his brain, which are known as tau proteins. The alternating splicing from the gene MAPT produces these isoforms. This is known as microtubule associated protein tau. These proteins are notorious for killing brain cells at a high rate, which eventually leads to dementia and even CTE. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, known as CTE, is a degenerative brain disease caused by repetitive subcussive hits to the head. Although CTE cannot be identified until a post-mortem autopsy, symptoms of the sign and condition can show years before death, just like they were in Webster's case. On a further note, neurologists have just recently studied and found that repetitive hits to the head that don't lead to concussions still cause CTE. According to Dr. Goldstein, 20% of known cases of CTE had no record or report of concussions. Goldstein quotes that, "We've had an inking of subcussive hits. The ones that don't show neurological signs and symptoms may be associated with CTE. This information has been studied for an ongoing 7 years now and has involved researchers from Harvard Medical School, Boston University, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California, and more. These researchers have found that CTE is a neurodegenerative brain disease characterized by an abnormal accumulation around small blood vessels in the brain. As I said earlier, this disease can cause a significant amount of losses connected to brain cells, cognitive deficits, and even dementia. As politicians start to reconsider the required age limit to start playing tackle football, 2 California Assembly members, Kevin McCarty and Lorena Gonzalez Fletcher, have just announced the Safe Youth Football Act. This postpones capability of playing tackle football until the start of high school. Two-hand and flag will still be permitted before high school. Although this act has not been passed, state regulators are starting to take action, and just recently the press released a bill that will prevent young athletes from sustaining long-term brain damage caused by repetitive tackling, hitting, and blocking. On September 1st, 2016, a lawsuit was filed in federal court for the accusation of Pop Warner, a non-profit tackle football organization, failing to sustain a safe opportunity for the 325,000 teenagers who participate in youth tackle football each year. Steps are being further processed to obtain a legal age limit to have teenagers have the capability of playing tackle football. As statistics and numbers do not lie, individuals must consider if it is smart to get your child in tackle football at an early age or keep them in a lower contact sport until the brain starts to fully develop. These decisions could save kids in the long run, and it is up to parents to decide what is best for their child. Thank you.